All right, what's up, everybody? It's Mots, Cage Radio in the lab. I am now joined on the phone by the champ, king of the cage. They call it flyweight, but it's actually 135 pounds. My man, the Armenian jackhammer, Jared Papazian. Jared, welcome to the show, my man. How are you?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me.
Bro,
I'm doing awesome.
It's an honor. Now, for the fans that don't know who you are, tell the people a little bit about where you're from and your record, etc.
I'm from West Hills, California. My record is 13-6-1. I fight out of Gracie Ballhot in Encino with Alberto Crane, and also fight out of PKG in Culver City.
Okay, there you have it. Now, like I said, you are the current flyweight champion for King of the Cage. That one went down in Oklahoma, right?
Yes, I fought for the vacant belts back in Oklahoma in July. Fought Abel Cullum, won the decision.
Okay, now it's time to defend that bad boy. You're anxious to get back in the cage. I know that for a fact. You're constantly training. You're a Cage Radio favorite for sure. Tell me about your opponent, my man. Who do they got? Who do they got trying to take that belt from you?
When I came back from Oklahoma, a week later they had a fight here at Seminole. It was a possible opponent against which was Marvin Garcia. If he won that fight against Chad Smith, I would get him. So I went down to Seminole to check him out, and he won the decision against Chad. And so I'm fighting Marvin Garcia September 15th at Seminole Casino.
Okay, so tell me what you know about your opponent. Is he a wrestler? Is he a stand-up guy?
He's a wrestler, but he comes in with that one overhand right and straight to the takedown. He's very, very, very wild. Not completely very accurate, but if he throws everything with bad intentions. So, I mean, if he connects, he could catch me. But the thing is, he's not accurate, so I just got to watch that. And he wants to, he keeps the pressure, and he wants to go for that takedown. I mean, that's pretty good ground pound, but I don't feel that dangerous. I feel I'm better than him everywhere. But I'm just coming in well prepared. Cardio's up to par. Everything's good. I feel great. About a week and a half out, and can't wait to smash.
So basically, when you're facing a guy that's wild like this, you don't want to get too anxious. Is that basically what you're working on? Because, explain to me how. Go ahead.
I just, just be careful and keep my composure. I mean, it's a five fight, 25 minutes. I mean, he's never been past 3 fives, and I've done 2 title fights, and I've known what it's like now. My first time I did it, and I was kind of iffy about throwing my hands because I didn't want to get tired. Because it is a long time. It's different from doing 3 3s, 3 5s, and it's a lot. It's a whole different cardio. If you don't train for it, you're going to gas. And he throws everything in the first round. The first time he did 3 5s, he didn't look that in great shape when he fought this last fight to become #1 contender. He wasn't in that great shape. So I'm hoping he comes in good shape, but he's not going to want to come in wild the first round. He still has 4 left, so he's going to want to keeps his composure and not gas out right away.
How do you know how to pace yourself in a fight like that? So, for instance, let's say you get this guy on the ground and you got some vicious ground and pound going. How do you know, there's enough time for me to smash this dude's face into the canvas and the ref's going to call it versus, hey, I'm going to expend all this energy in the last 30 seconds of the round and maybe he's going to endure it? How do you know? Because like Shane Carwin, when he, gassed out on Brock Lesnar, I always wondered, how do you guys pace yourself? Go ahead.
See, here's the thing. You have all these fighters that finish people in the first round. People, oh, wow, he's a badass. But what happens if he goes past the second or third or fourth? I mean, you do it in practice, but it's not the same. It's a whole different element when you go inside the cage because you got the people, the crowd. It's a whole different from practice and actually doing it. Me, I pretty much go the distance quite often, but I also finish fights. But when you don't go the distance right away or you finish fights, I feel like you need to be all well-rounded. Like, you need to go to the ground in every fight, some people have never been on the ground in a fight. So when they get there, they start to freak out. They do it in practice, but it's a whole different element. You know, it's a whole different ballgame. So I've been everywhere in every fight. I've been in trouble everywhere. I've been dominant. So I feel pretty good everywhere. So I'm ready. So.
And nothing can really replace experience when you've been through all those trials and tribulations in the cage.
This will be his 7th fight. You know, this will be my 20th-something fight. You know, I mean, I have a lot of experience from him. This is his first time being main event. That plays a factor. Being 5'5", that's a factor. There's a lot of factors going against him, but you know, I'm not taking anything away from him. He's #1 contender for a reason. He's 6-0, and I'll be ready for him on the 15th, and we'll see.
Yeah,
you know,
we
see
know
what happens.
We know that for sure. You definitely always come to fight. It's one thing I definitely respect about fighters in the game. I don't care how many you win or lose, as long as you leave it all.
I mean, I'm always exactly. That's my. You know, I love to give the fans what they came to see. They're not going to want to see a freaking boring ass fight. You know, I'm going to leave everything in the cage. As long as I'm losing, winning, I'm giving it everything I can. So then I can't say, oh, I should have done this, or what if I should have done this? No, I did everything I can, and that's it. You know. So I always want to be a fan favorite. They're the one that you know pays my bills, and you know they're the ones that you know get the sports where it is today. And you got to give the fans what they came to see, and that's what Jack Hammer does. He comes out in guns blazing. So I'm ready.
Absolutely. Now, this is what I've always wondered. When you guys were at the weigh-ins and they did a stare down, what exactly happens in that stare down? Is there anything that you can learn about your opponent? Can you really be intimidated, or can you intimidate your opponent and win the fight right there before the actual battle happens the following night? Take me through the stare down.
You know, Mots, that's a funny question. I'm a huge stare down guy. I'm always about getting guys' heads. That's my thing. The weigh-ins, I mean, you get some of the commission guys trying to get me off the guy. I'm just all in the guy's head. This whole game is a mental game. If you break him at the weigh-ins, I mean, I'm all in the face until the end of the fight. We can, you know, be friends after the fight, whatever it is. But I have no respect for you at the weigh-ins. He's trying to take the food off my table. He's trying to take my job. You know, I'm trying to get to the next level, and that's it. You know, so at the weigh-ins, I'm all in the guy's face, and I'm a huge stare down guy for sure.
Okay, I was always curious about that. Thanks for answering that.
I'm huge on that. Yeah.
Now the next thing is the touching of the gloves in the cage. Is that something that has to happen, or I mean, oh my God, we've already had enough respect. We're in here. Let's just dance.
That's another thing. I don't touch gloves.
Okay.
When the ref says here, touch gloves or whatever. Now I don't do that, and you hear all the fans boo and stuff. I mean, I feed off that stuff. I love that stuff. You know, when the fans boo and at the end, they boo me, and then the third round, they're freaking cheering me on. You know, it's like, they boo me, whatever. At the end of the day, they're going to be cheering my name, so I really don't care. I feed off that, you know?
That's how it's done, and you're my kind of fighter for sure, my man. Well, we wish you the best of luck. I'm definitely looking forward to this coming up, my man. I know you are. I know you could probably fight every day if they'd let you, but...
oh, man, I would fight every day, every week, man. I'm a gym rat. I love to train. I love to fight. You know, my goal is to get to the top, and by beating him, that's going to get me there. So this is my last fight with King of the Cage on my contract, and hopefully, you know, UFC's knocking on that door, and then I'm in, man. So that's the goal. So, and then on my hit list is Dominic Cruz. That's it, man. I'm just going to keep climbing that ladder, you know?
All right, so Dominic Cruz is someone you want for sure, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I like your style, my man. You're definitely a fan favorite, a Cage Radio favorite. I enjoy the time that you spend with me here on the show. I want to give you this opportunity to shout out anybody you want, my man.
Yeah. 1 second. I'd like to shout out to my team, Gracie Baja Encino with Alberto Crane, PKG, my boxing coach, Seb Zudi, SK Golden Boys, that helps me with my wrestling, Arnold Demizian, Leo, Franco from Results Fitness, Santiago Satan, my boxing coach and boxing coach, Joey Alvarado from SoCal MMA, my sponsors, Dr. Harrison Lee. And thank you for Mots for having me on the show, man.
Bruh, absolutely. All right, we definitely will be keeping in touch. I will contact you after the fight. I know for sure we're going to be talking about what happened and how you won. Just keep it going, my man. Definitely looking forward to hearing the outcome of this fight, and I definitely do want to see you, if not in the UFC, out at the Tattoo Palace, a lot closer to my home, so the rest of the...
Most definitely.
Yeah, the Valley fans can enjoy you for sure. All right, my man, again, I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Mons.
All right, bruh. Take care.